Hello and welcome. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a cemetery tour. I'm currently at Hollywood Forever Cemetery, and there is a ton of celebrities buried here, and I have hand-picked a select few, so we're going to go check out their graves and just kind of hang out for the day. So I invite you to join me as we hang around Hollywood Forever here. And here we have Johnny Ramone. Check out that statue right there. That is so cool. Let's take a closer look. It says Johnny Ramone, born John Cummings, legendary guitarist for the Ramones. Born October 8th, 1948, died September 15th, 2004. The quote below it says, "If a man can tell if he's been successful in his life by having great friends, then I have been very successful." And to the right over here on this side, it's got some quotes here. It says, "He was a great American and the greatest friend. I love you, John. Eddie Vedder." Below that, it says, "A dedicated punk and a loyal friend. Thanks for everything. I miss you, Johnny." Rob Zombie. And I just noticed this. Each one of these posts here surrounding it, it has these cool little designs. John William Cummings, better known by his stage name Johnny Ramone. He was an American musician who was the guitarist and founding member of the Ramones, a band that helped pioneer the punk movement. The band was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2002. Johnny Ramone died in his home in Los Angeles September 15th, 2004, at the age of 55, following a 5-year battle with prostate cancer. Many of his friends and musical contemporaries came to pay their respects. His wife Linda kept the ashes, though there is a cenotaph monument here at Hollywood Forever. As I'm walking through the cemetery here, just looking around, I just happened to notice out of the corner of my eye Mickey Rooney's final resting place here. September 23rd, 1920 to April 6th, 2014, one of the greatest entertainers the world has ever known. Hollywood will always be his home. Wow, that's really cool. Born Joseph Yule Jr., also known as Mickey McGuire. He was an American actor in a career spanning nearly 9 decades. He appeared in more than 300 films and was among the last surviving stars of the silent era. He was the top box office attraction between 1939 and 1941, and one of the best paid actors of that era. Mickey died of natural causes, including complications from diabetes in Studio City, Los Angeles, at the age of 93. A group of family members and friends, including Mickey Rourke, held a memorial service on April 18th. And then a private funeral organized by another set of family members was held at Hollywood Forever, where he was interred on April 19th. Over in this next section, I'd like to talk about this lovely lady here, Miss Anne Heche, 1969 to 2022. Mother, actress, writer, director, creator, believer. Live and love. Anne Heche was an American actress known for her roles across a variety of genres, including film, television, and theater. She was a recipient of the Daytime Emmy, National Board of Review, and the GLAAD Media Awards, in addition to nominations for a Tony Award and a Primetime Emmy. Heche was in a car accident deemed driving under the influence and acting erratically. She ended up in a coma and critical condition requiring medical ventilation for pulmonary injury. August 11th, they declared her dead and her organs were donated. There's a little more to the story, but that's basically the gist of it. And they ruled her death an accidental death. She was cremated and she is interred here at Hollywood Forever. Just over from the Johnny Ramone statue there, we're also going to pay our respects to Chris Cornell, voice of our generation and an artist for all time. 1964 to 2017, beloved husband and father. People have left flowers, flags, guitar picks, bracelets, necklaces, coins. Chris Cornell was an American musician. He was best known as the lead vocalist, rhythm guitarist, and the primary lyricist for the rock bands Soundgarden and Audioslave. Chris Cornell's bodyguard found him unconscious in the bathroom of his hotel room at the MGM Grand in Michigan. The cause of death was officially ruled a suicide by hanging. He was cremated on May 23, 2017. The funeral took place on May 26, 2017, here at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. His ashes are placed next to his friend's Johnny Ramone's statue. And right here, next to this beautiful view of this little pond here, little turtles and ducks out there, we have the grave of Anton Yelchin. Now, apologies if I mispronounced that. This is where he is laid to rest. 3/11/89 until forever. I like that. Anton was an American actor, born in the Soviet Union to a Russian Jewish family. He immigrated to the U.S. with his parents at the age of 6 months. One of his biggest roles was in The Alpha Dog with Bruce Willis, Justin Timberlake, and Amelia Hirsch. On June 19, 2016, he was found pinned between his Jeep Grand Cherokee and a brick pillar gate. He was outside of his house in Studio City. He went to check his locked gate for mail, and the vehicle apparently rolled back down his driveway, which was a steep incline, and trapped him against the pillar and the fence. So this is a statue that they have in place of him here at his gravesite. So I was just over at Anton's final resting place, and there's a gentleman sitting up in a little mausoleum sort of on the steps, like diagonal from where Anton is. And he was telling me that I must have missed Anton's parents, so he believes, by about an hour, hour and a half or so. He said they showed up, they put their hand on the statue's back, and they put their arms around it, which you can clearly see that there's no touching of any kind. But it very well likely could have been his parents, which, if they're doing that, chances are it probably was. I don't know if they were praying for him or what, but very sweet, very sweet. So right here, next to this amazing view of the pond, we have Mr. Burt Reynolds, and check out this awesome bust that he has right here at his final resting place. People have placed coins in his shirt right there. That's great. Yeah, Burt Reynolds, February 11th, 1936 to September 6th, 2018. And there's a photo of him along with some jars that people have filled and some flowers. Now, a lot of people remember him from Smokey and the Bandit. That was way before my time, unfortunately, but I absolutely loved his character in The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler. It was too cool. Burt Reynolds. He was an American actor and icon of the 70s American pop culture. He first rose to prominence when he starred in television series such as Gunsmoke, Hawk and Dan August, and he had leading roles in films such as Navajo Joe, 100 Rifles, and his breakthrough role was Lewis Mudlock in Deliverance. He died of a heart attack at the Jupiter Medical Center in Jupiter, Florida on September 6, 2018. His body was cremated and his ashes were given to his niece, Nancy Lee Brown Hess. He was interred here at Hollywood Forever on February 11th, 2021, and then in September of the same year, a bronze bust was placed. As I'm walking back to the other side of the cemetery here, I noticed out of the corner of my eye, and I thought this was super cool. I have no idea who this is, but here lies Howie Pyro, the ultimate weirdo and true punk. Born June 28th, 1960, died May 4th, 2022. See you next Tuesday. And there's a little thing of Elvira right there. This person seemed like really cool, and I totally would have hung out with them just from their headstone alone. Well, rest in peace, Howie Pyro. And just on the other side of the pond, across from Johnny, we have Dee Dee Ramone here, Douglas Glenn Colvin. September 18th, 1951 to June 5th, 2002. I like this thing down here. Okay, I gotta go now. That is too cool. You can see all the kissy prints that people have left here on his headstone. Douglas Glenn Colvin, better known by his stage name as Dee Dee Ramone. He was an American musician. He was the bassist and a founding member of the band The Ramones. Throughout the band's existence, he was the most prolific lyricist and composer, writing many of their best-known songs such as 53rd and 3rd, Chinese Rock, Commando, Warthog, Rockaway Beach, Poison Heart, and Bonzo Goes to Bitburg. Dee Dee Ramone was found dead at his home in the Hollywood district of Los Angeles on the evening of June 5th, 2002. The autopsy established a heroin overdose as the official cause of death. I'm going to show you how to find the final resting place of Mr. Benjamin Bugsy Siegel. And I'll walk through the museum here. There is the final resting place of Mo Sedway, who is also associated with Mr. Siegel. I'm gonna walk just down this way. And he is laid to rest right here. In loving memory from the family, Benjamin Siegel, February 28th, 1906 to June 20th, 1947. People have left some coins, poker chips, dice, guitar picks, bullet casings. Wow. Bugsy Siegel was an American mobster. He was a driving force behind the development of the Las Vegas Strip. He was influential within the Jewish mob, along with his childhood friend and fellow gangster Mayor Lansky. He also held significant influence within the Italian-American Mafia and largely Italian-Jewish National Crime Syndicate. On the night of June 20th, 1947, he was sitting with his associate, Alan Smiley, in the Beverly Hills home that he leased for his girlfriend. An unknown assailant fired at him through the window with a .30 cal military M1 carbine, hitting him many times, including twice in the head. No one was ever charged with killing Siegel, and the crime remains officially unsolved to this day. I finally found the Judy Garland Pavilion, and Judy is right here inside past these doors, where you can sit down and have a little time to remember her by. But she's right here, laid to rest right here. Judy Garland, June 10th, 1922 to June 22nd, 1969. I'll come to you smiling through the years. And down here is a little slipper from her character from Wizard of Oz, Dorothy. And I saw this just a second ago. I'd like to check this out. People have wrote little notes for a friend of Dorothy's forever. There's no place like home. A happy birthday. See you over the rainbow and see you on the yellow brick road. Today is June 5th and her birthday is June 10th. So happy birthday, Judy Garland. Just 5 days shy of her birthday. And to go along with having Judy Garland here as her final resting place, I figured it would only be right to show this monument for Toto. In memory of Toto monument here. Now listen to this story. This monument is dedicated to the memory of the beloved Toto from the 1939 film The Wizard of Oz. After the death of Toto, originally named Terry, in 1945, owner and trainer Carl Spitz buried the Cairn Terrier, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, on his ranch in Studio City. In 1958, construction of the Ventura Freeway destroyed her resting place. Aww. So this is in memory of Toto. That's very sweet. One of the most iconic dogs in cinematic history. All right, everybody, that's going to be a wrap on the Hollywood Forever Cemetery tour here, I guess, if you will. It's been rather interesting, to say the least. I've never been to this cemetery, so a little confusing getting around, but with a little GPS and a little time and patience, we ended up finding everything that we wanted to see. And I'd like to pay my respects to the great actors and all that stuff. So if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. And remember to subscribe, comment, share, and let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Remember to be safe, be kind, and God bless.